Hello everyone, it's the Wizard Dude back again with another review video. This time, you're going to be watching a review of one of my favorite, Disney cartoon shows of all time. I've been watching this since I was a kid, and I watch it to this very day on various sources. It's called Recess. Yep, it's, Recess is the time of the day where elementary school kids, kindergarten through 5th graders typically go outside and get a little exercise and have some fun. It's the time of day where they're free to do whatever they want to. And that's the whole point of this show that Paul Germain and Joanne Sullivan, I don't know exactly how to pronounce Joe's last name, but they both worked on Rugrats, at least Paul did, and then they worked on Hey Arnold before moving to Disney. So, with Recess, you can tell that it's got a militaristic type theme to it, because the theme song is an army sounding tune, and they deploy plans like in the military that gang do. Playing and that kind of stuff, like playing pranks and all. Now, the government of the 3rd Street School playground is a monarchy, which I'll talk about later. So, let's get down with the gang, and I'll talk about each one. The leader of the gang in the red cap is called T.J. Detweiler. He's the guy who comes up with all the plans, T.J. does, and he's the one who gets in the most trouble. Oh, with Finster and Prickly. Those I'll talk about later. Yep. TJ also has a big sister named Becky, whom you'll see her in Recess School's Out, working, and, Becky's kind of like most of the big brothers or sisters that we all might have. Hey, I'm a big brother myself. Alf. Little sis, if you're watching, I love you. So, anyway, the African-American kid, his name's Vince LaSalle. Vince really likes to play sports and has a really competitive nature, especially when it comes to kickball. This one time, he tried to lose at everything. But that's a story for another time. It's kind of funny when he tried to keep losing, though. Now, the girl with the pigtails and the beanie, the tough-looking one, her name is, get ready for this, Ashley Spinelli. Yep, her first name is Ashley, but she hates being called that out loud because she just likes being called Spinelli because it's not that she hates the name, it's just that for as long as she can remember, every other girl named Ashley is snotty prissy and a member of their snotty prissy club. I'll talk about them later in this video. Spinelli doesn't like girly things at all, and her parents, though, they really baby her and call her things like Pookie. Hey, they embarrass her. All of us face our parents embarrassing us at some point. And then, the other girl, who has the glasses, is called Gretchen Grundler. Gretchen's a genius. A real genius. Can solve any kind of math problem and do all kinds of science experiments. Heck, she even uses machines and stuff when she has to, like her handheld computer Galileo, which she got in the episode The Girl Was Trouble. The chubby kid, the chubby blonde kid's name is Mikey Blumberg. He's quite the opposite of Spinelli. He likes doing things like poetry and singing and eating things. Mikey is the guy who keeps the peace in the gang. You see, and he's got a really cool singing voice, which is not done by his speaking actor. It's an adult who does it. Sadly, his speaking actor, Jason Davis, I'd rather not say it, because some people don't want to hear it. Okay? Last but not least, we have the newest member, at least in the 2nd episode, Gus Griswold. Gus is the shortest kid of the group, I think. And he's a bit of a coward and that kind of stuff. But he learned to get braver as the show went on. See, Gus is a military type kid who's who's been to a ton of schools. Because, military kids do that, move around a lot. Never understood why, but Gus at the very least got courage and even kind of a girlfriend whose name is Cornchip Girl, who's the unofficial 7th member. Her real name is Teresa LeMays. Turns out, though, that Lieutenant Griswold and Lieutenant LeMays don't like each other. Until the end of the episode, of course. Cornchip Girl? She breaks the corn chips and stuff, and really has a crush on Gus. Now, some other characters are like, the Ashleys are pretty much who you'd expect, the mean popular type of girls. The kind that always say, scandalous. And one time they tried to turn Spinelli into one of them, but it didn't work. Miss Finster is the old recess monitor who is the villain of it. And she always wants to get the recess gang in trouble. On her playground, from chewing gum to stealing balls. And then there's her little snitch Randall Weems, who is a snitch, as you'd expect, always spying on kids, and nobody likes him, not even in the monarchy, like King Bob. King Bob's a 6th grader, and he rules over the playground of 3rd Street Elementary School. Oh. He can be a bit of, a drama king sometimes, but he at least likes TJ and the gang. Even though TJ pranked him once and he tried to prank him back, TJ had to take a dive for it. There are a lot of good episodes, and you can take a look at my list to see which ones I like. And there was even a movie released known as School's Out, which it's about summer vacation, but Dr. Benedict. I'm not going to spoil it. I might do that in a later video. Anyway, there are lots of other kids with different qualities that you can watch for yourself. From the Diggers to Hustler Kid, Ed Skeens, Erwin Lawson, you get the gist. Anyway, the whole thing is based on, how recess should belong to the kids and not to grown-ups. Recess also teaches us some good lessons, like, I don't know, don't let bullying get to you, try to work together, the gist. Oh, that's all the time we have today. Remember, kids, like, comment, and subscribe, and grown-ups too, and keep the suggestions coming so I don't run out. See you soon.